Thanks, Rick. Well, hundreds of thousands of techies rushed out to Las Vegas this week to check out the hottest gadgets at this year's Consumer Electronics Show.
And here to show us some of the hottest products from the event is the reviews editor from LaptopMag.com, Mike Prospero. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Nice to see you. You know what? Anna's dog Baxter really wants us to start with the pet bit. Can we start with this? Why was this such a big thing this year?
Well, you know, there's fitness tracking devices for people. I mean, as he's running around the set here, there's fitness trackers for people, so why not fitness trackers for pets? And that's
so how does it work?
This is literally called the Pet Bit. It's going to be out later this year, and it works pretty much like a Fitbit does, and it'll track the dog's motion and see if he's getting enough exercise for the day.
And it also lets you know where you are with the dog too. So if it gets out of a fence or it leaves your yard, you're aware of its proximity to your house and to you, right?
Not this one particularly, but another one from the same company does just that.
Oh, nice.
And in fact, I saw a few of those similar technologies at the show. So it's definitely a growing category.
Yeah, and you can actually see, are they sitting around? Are they getting the proper nutrition as well?
Yeah.
Good Baxter. Good Baxter. All right, let's talk about the Razer Naboo, another big story out of CES this year.
I have that right on my wrist here. And two of the hottest trends this year at CES were fitness gadgets and smartwatches. And this combines both of them into one. There's a little button on the bottom here, and if I'm going to press it, this is a prototype, so it's...
We should be clear that all of this stuff we're not going to likely see until the fall of this year. These are all mostly of prototypes in time for Christmas. Maybe.
I think so, but I believe Razer is trying to get this out earlier this year, maybe by the second quarter or so.
So how is that different than my Fitbit Force?
Well, this one does the same thing. It tracks your motion and things like that.
Right.
But it also has a business element, a smartwatch element to it. If you flip it over, you can see not only how much movement you've done, but when it's linked to your phone, it'll show you notifications, say incoming calls and text messages and things like that.
Sort of like the Pebble Watch, you get text messages as well.
And also, if let's say you have one as well, if we go to shake our hands, they'll automatically exchange our LinkedIn information. So
oh my gosh!
I'm serious. There's a business element to it.
The Typo iPhone case. This is endorsed by Ryan Seacrest, but it's getting some people into trouble too, right?
Yeah. The company that made this Typo is getting sued by BlackBerry because, well, it looks like a BlackBerry keyboard.
Yeah, they say that is our identity, this keyboard, the BlackBerry. So does it work well? Works over low-powered Bluetooth?
Yeah, it works really well. Good luck to BlackBerry, but this thing, combines the two best things: a great keyboard and an iPhone.
Something my wife really is interested in too is, and I would love to have this thing too, is the crock pot. I saw Belkin rolling out the smart crock pot and setting a time. So tell us about this.
Yes, well, connected home devices are another huge category this year, and the crock pot is just one of them. You can set it from the road. Like, let's say you set it in the morning and you realize you're going to be late getting home, you can just dial it up on your iPhone and say, okay, we're going to lower the temperature for a little while, so it'd be perfect when you get home.
Or kick it on if you had an early morning at work as well.
Exactly.
And finally, let's play with this. Here's a little rover this morning. Is it the Remotive Romo? What is this?
That's right. The Remotive Romo. It's a little tiny robot, basically, that it serves two functions, actually. The first one is it helps teach kids how to program. It's a very basic language, step by step, teaching them how to basically, code and things like that.
Right.
But then there's a second thing on it where you can actually call it remotely. Let's see if this works. And
so you're actually
we're getting a little call. Yeah. So answer the call. And as you can see on here, it's calling it right now. And now I can see through my iPhone. And here we go. And we're going to turn that off. And then you can control it, actually, right by here.
Whoa!
Whoa! Oh, it's a little delayed.
So you can actually do like FaceTime calls with your family somewhere and move it around and actually have conversations with them.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's fun. So someone remotely, even someone maybe who's stationed overseas with their kids back home, could actually have a conversation.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a really neat little feature.
Check out all the reviews and fun stuff at LaptopMag.com. They do great laptop reviews over there. Mike Prospero, nice to see you this morning.
Likewise.
Thanks so much. Coming up here on the show is our Commander-in-Chief at